Y'all. So this is the third word that the Lord gave me. Okay, and this was in 2024. Okay, so the third word that the Lord gave me was formula. Okay, remember the first two. It was assembly. Okay, then it was structure. Then it was formula. There's three words, and I haven't received any other words since 2024. Okay, now with formula, okay, um, he gave me the elements, right? So I was looking around and I did some digging. But the three elements of salvation, right, is justification, which is past penalty for sin; sanctification, which is salvation from present power of sin; and then there's glorification, which is salvation from the future presence of sin. Now, the three C's of salvation. You got conviction, which is what you feel. You have confession, is what you say. And you have conversion, is what you do. Now, the salvation equation is faith plus works equals salvation. Because we know the text tells us faith without works is dead. And we can't get into heaven based on our works alone because our righteousness is what? Filthy rags at best. Okay? So faith plus works equals salvation. Okay, yes, we need God's grace and God's love and all this other stuff, but that's the equation. Now, with that being said, First Corinthians 3:2, right? It says, I gave you milk, not solid food, for you were not ready for it. Indeed, you are still not ready. Okay, so when we first come, and I was okay, so I was reaching out, I was like, okay, Holy Spirit will break this down to me, like help me understand. So pretty much when we first come right into the faith, we are what we call babes in the faith. Okay. So with being babes in the faith, you're not ready for the meat of the gospel. Okay. So you start out on the milk and you got to start small and right and you work your way up through, but you just can't jump out there eating meat because you ain't gonna be able to digest what's coming. The more and more you read and seek the word and spend time with the Lord in the word, the more you're gonna be able to understand, right? And digest what you're reading. Not only that, you got to also, saying, like, ask the Holy Spirit to be with you, to guide you, to reveal to you, right? As you're reading the words. Don't just merely read for the sake of reading, but read to understand, to be fed spiritually, right? When you think about the Lord's Prayer, it talks about our daily bread. Yes, sir. So you should be saying the Lord's Prayer daily because it talks about our daily bread, right? You got deliverance in that. You got forgiveness, right? You're showing forgiveness and you ask to be forgiven. It's a whole lot going in there, right? So make sure that, right, you guys are saying the Lord's Prayer daily, okay? But yeah, that's the third word the Lord gave me, formula, which means spirit or equals spiritual growth, right? So that's what he was showing me. So three words, a recap, right? He gave me assembly, structure, and formula, right? So feed the assembly. That was the Lord's call for me in the ministry. hmm Hey, God bless y'all.